Hey guys, welcome back to episode 36 of our Tekkit Lite playthrough. And we've been having a lot of problems since the last episode, guys. Or at least I have been having a lot of issues with this Tekkit Lite world since the last episode. And I'm doing my best to try to get it going for you and get it going so I can get in here and actually play. Basically, it's the same issue that I've had that I was talking about last episode. Just having some issues, that's all. And I'll have a couple questions I want to ask you guys very soon, but what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be finishing up our Blutricity power plant. So let's go ahead and get started for today. Alright, so let's go ahead and go over some of the things that has happened since the last episode real quick. It should be pretty brief. Basically, a quick summary is, since the update, we lost an electric engine, we've lost everything in our iron chest, basically our diamond chests and our gold chests, and some of the items have updated, so some textures aren't around. So let's go ahead and run over and I'll show you guys some of the things that have happened real quick. So basically, this whole chest is empty, this whole chest is pretty much empty, and this one's pretty much empty. Let's go downstairs. And that's just me filling those up. That's basically what that is just me trying to fill those up again. Now these are actually kind of full. And the reason why these are full is because I've been running a couple quarries and we've been doing something else. Mining in the nether. We have this awesome power suit, this power armor, that pretty much makes us invulnerable to lava, pigmen, and allows us to fly around and get ore. So we can pretty much just stock up on anything we want. We're just going to fly around and find it. So I've been flying around already just for demonstration purposes. This only took me about 10 minutes to find all this that I have here. And I'll show you guys what to do with this in just a minute. But basically this is from about 2 quarries as well worth here. So we pretty much got all of our resources back and we're happy about that. Now about the only other thing we need to get back up and going is some of this scrap here. So I've been just letting everything fly into our recyclers here and get some scrap going for us. Whoops, missed that. Whoops, shit. Alright, so that's gonna catch us up there. Now let's, what the heck? That's another thing that's updated. Our modular power suit has actually updated since the last video, more or less. You guys might have noticed it, y'all playing if y'all had updated, but another thing I did not know is that if you push K on your keyboard by default, you can actually keybind certain modules to particular keys by just turning them on or off. I didn't know this. Someone was also wondering why they couldn't shoot their plasma cannon. Well, you know, when I was doing it, I was right-clicking. I'm right-clicking right now, and nothing's happening. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's something fishy about this new update. I do have the thing installed. As you can see right here's the plasma cannon. It says salvage. You know, I can tinker it. I don't understand why it's not working. I don't know what key it's supposed to be, but it's not working for me. I'm pushing C, R, F, G, V. Nothing's going on. Nothing's working on it. So maybe you guys know. It's a relatively new change, so I haven't seen anything on any wiki or anything around the internets about it lately. But maybe you guys have heard something that I don't know. Alright, so another thing is that they actually taken out electric engines. I don't understand this. You know, why would they take that out? You know, I come in here after they did that, and this thing is like not working. My quarry's backing up on us again, and I'm like, oh noes. So what I did was I went ahead and grabbed a magmatic engine that I've had laying around. I think I have some in here, yeah. Always like to try and make sure I have spares. Made us up a phased waterproof pipe to transport nether lava in here, so this guy's gonna pretty much keep going forever, and he's doing about as much work as the electric engine, if not maybe a little bit better. So I just put these redstone engines on the side, just back up more or less. They'll never explode or do nothing bad, so they're just nice to have. Now I'd like to also upgrade a lot of the items we have in here, like get rid of these redstone engines later on and put some target gates in here just to clean it up a little bit, make it look a little bit nicer. But you know, for now, actually, I kind of like them, just because they add some movement in here and it makes it look nice and pretty. So let's go ahead and show you guys what I've been doing about this resource issue. And if you guys ever get a little low on resources, you can always go to the nether, bring back your ores, and pretty much put them in a macerator. So we'll get 4 gold dust per ore, nether ore. Same with tin ore, we'll get 4 tin dust per ore. And copper, which is down here. And we'll get 4 copper dust per ore. Now, redstone, nether redstone's awesome because you get like 24. Oh, I was gonna say 16. Nope, it's 24. You get 24 redstone per ore, which is pretty awesome when you macerate it. Now, you can also just throw these in the furnace and it'll work. I think you get like 2 or something with like the gold ore or something like that. But I would definitely recommend throwing it in the macerator just because it seems to work better that way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all this redstone and we're going to put it in this guy. He'll be able to eat it up fairly quickly and sort it the way it's supposed to be sorted. So look at all these guys coming out. Yes, this is how you get your resources back. Well, that's one way. Alright, so we're going to be finishing that today. Let's go ahead and run back over here to the house, or actually our workshop. We need to make a house soon. And I went ahead and made us up some more blue doped wafers, and this is all we got left of our blue alloy ingots. So let's go ahead and grab all those out. So it gives us about 29 of these guys. Do we have any blue electric wiring or anything like that? What is that called? The blue alloy wiring. Got a little bit in there. Alright, we got a diamond handsaw there. I was looking for that earlier. I was wondering where that was. Duh. Jeez. Alright, I wonder if I can make me another windmill. Let's take a look real quick. What do we need for a windmill? Oh, and I was going to ask you guys another question now. This is basically what this will pertain to. Okay, wood cell. Gotcha. So we need a bunch of canvas. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking me to, you know, hey, Bentley, make a factory, make a factory. Well, what I've been thinking about doing is starting up like kind of like a whole new series, right? Sorry, my throat's getting dry already. Basically making up a whole new series, and what I've been thinking about doing is doing a side Tekkit series alongside of this one. So this one wouldn't go away. This is just kind of our playthrough world, but we'd also have one where we'd make a factory, more or less. And if you guys want me to do that, just let me know in the comments below. If you guys want that, what that basically means for you guys is more Tekkit. So if you guys want to see that, let me know, because I will be happy to do that, because I think it sounds kind of fun. I'd like to be able to see me make a giant factory that makes windmills. That would be pretty cool, I think. And then we just put up a whole bunch of windmills and have like a farm of like a bunch of windmills just sitting out there making Blutricity power and converting it out into different forms of electricity. Maybe build it by like a village or something. I think that might be kind of neat. Alright, so this is only going to be able to make us half of what we need, so we're going to have to go out and probably get some more stuff. Let's half this up and throw that in there. So I think that goes there and this goes there. Yep, and this will make 2 sails. Now we're going to need 2 more wooden sails pretty much to make another windmill. So we'll have to do that later. And I guess we could go shear some sheep real quick. While we make our way over, I'm going to grab a quick drink. Water. Gotta love it. Hopefully that'll last me for another few minutes. Shear these sheep up real fast, and then we'll use our wool card. If you guys remember me earlier on in the series, we used a wool card to basically convert our wool back into string. Let's see, right here, wool card. And just like that. And this is how you make the wool card. You need fine iron wire. Wow, say that 10 times fast. Basically, diamond drawn plate with a iron ingot will give you a fine iron wire. And just, dang it, you sorry little sack of poop. Yeah, anyway, make that guy, and it'll make you some string if you want to have a sheep farm. Alternatively, you can also make a flax farm, which I actually plan on doing, and that's also one of the things I'd like to do in the other series. If you guys are cool with that, I'd like to be able to get in there and maybe Make us a nice, decently sized flax farm. And use that to auto-harvest everything that we need for our factory, our windmill factory. I think that would be pretty cool. Just want to see what you guys think, that's all. Alright, so let's go and pull these guys out. And let's see. Canvas 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. And that'll give us another 2 wooden sails. That's perfect. Let's put everything back. Even though we got room for another sail, we'll save that for later. Alright, so we got 4 wooden sails. These guys go like that. And then the next thing we'll need is a block of iron. Some of you guys might know how to do this. Some of you guys might have came in late and not seen this yet. So here's just basically a quick little summary of how to make yourself a nice little windmill. So you're going to get some iron slab strips. Pretty easy to make. And just throw those in the center and bam, wooden windmill. Bam. And I already got some kinetic generators made up, but I'll go ahead and grab another one. And I'll show you guys what we plan on doing here shortly. So now onward, let's go ahead and get started for today. Alright, so this is going to take a little bit of work. I don't know what I'm going to do as far as design goes on this building just yet, but I kind of have an idea. We would like to have the roof ideally black, because black is going to draw the heat in, or the light a lot better. Alternatively, it's going to give us more power. Now, not necessarily, because this is Minecraft and it doesn't, real life physics do not pertain to Minecraft, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so we got that taken care of. Let's go ahead and get our solar panels out and rehook these guys up. Let's just flap these guys down all over the ceiling. Went ahead and cleared that up straight up too, because I don't think we want any blocks hovering overneath it, or overneath, is that even a word? Over top it, more or less. So let's see, we might just do like a little fancy design out of this. Should work, and all these should be connected more or less. Yeah, I think that'll work. There we go, that'll work. I like the way that looks. Alright, and that'll supply power to our bat boxes, which are supplying power to our blue electric engines. Yeah, that. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish off this wall as well. This is going to break pretty much everything in here. It's going to keep it from working, but that's quite alright. Alright, back all that up, and go ahead and place all this down real quick. These are our inside walls. We're gonna use our inside voices. There we go. Let's go and just pick this up for now. Alright, that's looking nice. That's looking kind of spiffy. Let's go ahead and clean up our floor here. See, I think I got us some stone slabs I want to try out and see how that looks for our flooring in here. I think it might look kind of nice. Get rid of that old lever there. I think I'm going to try and hook all these guys up onto one system here, so I might have to go back and get some more red alloy wiring. I did make some more up, and we did get our nuclear, what is that? Nuclear reactor up and working with the AND gate, which I so thankfully thank all of you guys for. Yeah, I'm thankful for all you guys, and I'm thankful for you guys helping me out with that. Yeah, that's right. We'll go with that one. Sounds like a plan. Alright, let's see if we can do this. So, basically, we want the floor this level, right? Yeah, I think this might actually look kind of nice. You can see these guys are going to be charging up pretty quick, because they're charging off the windmill that's currently running and the solar panels on the roof. Yeah, I think this will work. I kind of like that. I like the way that looks. Let's go ahead and pick this up real quick. And we'll just go ahead and place these guys down. I'm not going to move those guys right now, so we don't have to really worry about that too much. Just place this guy. Alright, now someone said we didn't actually have to connect all these guys together with wiring, even though I like the wiring. We'll just leave it like that and continue on this way. Just so no one trips on the wires. Don't want anyone tripping on the wires. We need to pick these up too. There we go. And, oops. Oh, whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. Alright, that's taken care of. And then we'll place these guys. Actually, wait a second. Are you telling me that all of these guys, if they're touching, I think that's what someone said actually. The way Blutricity or the Blutricity stuff works, that is, if it's actually touching another Blutricity item, that it'll actually be powered from that. So I think, and according to these blue lights right here, all these guys are being powered, so that's pretty awesome. Now what I'm going to do real quick is I'm actually going to go get a few more items real quick, get us some more red alloy wiring real fast, and we'll be right back. So hold on tight. Alright guys, and we're back. Just make sure my sound was right. There we go, we're good. And grab just a few more materials real quick, and let's go ahead and work on our windows here. I think we're going to do something like this. That's a 3x3. I'll punch you out. Do another 3x3 there, and we'll put a 1, 2, 3 there. There we go. That'll look good. Use glass panes in this instance. Oh, I don't have connected textures on? Or does that not work with glass panes? Thought it did. No worries. There we go. I kind of like the way that looks. Now you guys are like, Bentley, it's kind of dark in here. You're right. That's right, because we have a rat lamp. Put this sucker up right up here. Actually, I might even... Oh, yeah, you're right, that does not look right. Yeah, no, someone's going to be saying, OCD, OCD. Let's fix that. We'll fix that real quick, like. Put that there, and you there. There we go, that's better. That's better. I like that. There we go. Now, yeah. Yeah, don't say nothing. Don't you say nothing. Alright, we're going to place the rat lamp just right there in the corner. And being how small this room is, be light enough to go ahead and brighten up the whole room here. Alright, so these guys are pretty much powered up quite extensively. Got us some red alloy wiring here. Let's go and try and see if we can't get this guy hooked up for us real quick. Alright, there we go. Let's see, let's try this. Break this for just a second, just so I can get back here. There we go. And now I want to get on this other side now. How do I want to do this? Go ahead and break all this out from underneath. I guess what we could do is go ahead and place half slabs underneath this. That's gonna break that whole thing. That'd be alright. Alright, and we'll just place these on the side like that. Yeah, I think that'll work. And run our wiring up through here. Alright, this zombie's getting on my nerves. He's gonna die in a minute. Alright, let's see. We'll break through this, and we'll come up through the back side of this. Oops. Come on, let me in there. Alright, so that's hooked up, and... Actually, do we even need... Yeah, that looks better. There we go. Awesome. Alright, so that's taken care of. Now all we need to do is grab this block and place you there. Then grab this and place you there. And lever right there. So by activating this switch, I turn you all on. Except for this side. Why'd you guys coming on? Are you serious? I was actually cutting that off? What the heck? Dang it. Alright, guys. Hold on a second. You need to just... Whoa. Gold guy. How you doing there, buddy? Get off my lawn! Oh, that didn't feel good. Yeah, I kind of turned up the knockback on our power glove here just because I didn't have the plasma cannon working on me. Alright, so let's see. What are we going to do here? I guess I could just take this half slab and throw it right there like that. Could probably actually do that all around here. Just to kind of hide that. Actually, I kind of like the way that looks. I guess I can't do that, but kind of like the way this looks. It kind of looks like its own little generator here. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so that's neat. We got these guys running. They're actually running quite smoothly. This is just going to power us up some redstone energy cells. So, yeah, nice. Now, what are we gonna do with this? I guess we could try to convert it to EU if we need it. Basically, we could use this as a charging station, more or less, for MJ for our redstone energy cells. Just leave it on, you know, come in here and grab one energy cell whenever we need it. And, yeah, I think that's about it, you know. It probably might be nice to have these where we could turn them individually because I don't think we're going to need to charge 5 at a time, but I guess you never know. So these guys are going to be charging up fairly quickly. Now, let's see what we have here. Let's actually head on over to base real quick. I'm going to grab some marble. And if you guys remember, do you guys know those really tall, I guess, let's see, I was thinking about using those inverted white lamps too, but that'll be alright. Those windmills that are basically really thin poles that go up to those white windmill blades and such. It's really just thin windmills. Now that's what I'm thinking about making. I don't remember if I told you guys about that. I'm losing my mind, guys. I'm losing my mind. But I think a good spot to go ahead and start one out, to just do a little testing real quick, would be up right here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the higher these things are, the better they work anyway. What I'm going to do is we're actually going to leave one side open, just to make this a little bit easier on us for now. So let's go ahead and get this guy up fairly decently high enough. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Whoops. Ow. 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 I think I broke my ankle on that one. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oop. Too much. Too much. There we go. Alright, then we're going to place our kinetic generator. Right. Not like that. Give me that back. At least I got my parachute installed. Just holding shift and bam. You cheated. No, I didn't. Leave me alone. Alright, cool. So we got our windmill up here. Now, this guy's not going to turn yet. Or if he does, it'd be a little bit. But basically, this is what I'm trying to get at. You know, something like a couple of these up here, just as like backup windmills, more or less, just to provide a little extra power. Now, the reason why I left this open was just so I could get in here and place some wiring down. There we go. Probably gonna need all of this. Now I'm just gonna go straight down with this, and hopefully we'll run into that cave. Please run into that cave. Otherwise, this will all be for naught. There we go. That works. Right, and so extra windmill, extra windmillage. So just kind of shift down with our parachute, hold right click, and then I'll lay our line wiring pretty easily here. Looks like we're gonna have enough. Nice. Cool. So let's go ahead and close off that front side. Now, what I'm gonna probably do is wind up making a few more of these up here. Maybe put a couple over there. Might be kind of nice. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. We're not gonna be able to close that off unless we can use some slabs. Let's see if we can't use some covering or something. Yeah, this is what we're going to have to do. Otherwise, the block's going to be in the way and this windmill wouldn't be working. So I'm going to have to actually remove this for just a second. Just so we can get in here and What the? What did I just do? What? Hold. Okay. I think I figured it out. Sweet, guys, I figured it out. All right, shift and scroll wheel, right? All right, so shift and scroll wheel. So that if you look in the bottom left above my armor bar, oh guys, I hope you guys are still around to see this. All right, so this is our plasma cannon. We got it working finally. Bam! Go boom. Nice. So shift down, or shift and mouse wheel, and whoa. Dude, this is the railgun. It's got some recoil on it, but I think I gotta find a mob and use this. Oh gosh, this is gonna be so cool. Awesome. Alright. Oh, I don't know how that worked for me. It worked out perfectly. Alright, so that looks kind of good, to be honest with you. That doesn't look too bad. Alright, so right click, place this back down to get our windmill going. This should get it spinning up again. Yeah, I think it'll get spinning here in a minute. Alright, so we got our solar panel, and we can also install some thermal piles soon, but I think we'll be okay. You can see our bat boxes are all drained here, but with it being day out, we have 2 windmills going. We actually got up to about green, so we're almost getting to a point where we can almost probably start charging some battery boxes too. But these guys are going to be constantly going, filling these guys up, and eventually they'll all get filled up and we'll be able to come in here and take some out whenever we need them. I'm going to probably work on this tunnel a little bit later, maybe install like a door or something, just because I don't want stuff creeping up in here, and maybe close this area off here with something a little bit later. But in the meantime, what we'll probably be doing is trying to get some more windmills up. Now, with the way this is looking, I might actually want to take that windmill up a little bit higher, because it just looks like it needs to go up a little bit taller. Maybe just a few more blocks, maybe about 5 more blocks up. It's same with those. We'll put a couple up more along that mountain edge there, and it'll make it look nice and cool. So we got a nice little Blutricity power plant going there, and we'll be able to take those cells eventually and probably switch them and take them over to our power management building. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but we're going to basically do a lot of converting over there once we figure out how to do it without the electrical engines now. And that is going to go ahead and end off this episode. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, had a little fun. Hopefully we learned something from our power tool. Sweet. Alright, I gotta find a mob before we actually end this off. I don't think we're gonna find anything out here, because it's kinda still bright out. We're gonna have to go find bad guys somewhere around. Maybe down here in the depths of our caves. Yeah, I'm gonna have to install like my boot breaker ability or something. Alright, a creeper. Good test. I like this. Alright. Alright, so we're on a railgun. See how much damage this does. Ooh, one-shotter. Nice. Now the true test is a zombie. And that's the railgun. Now I think it actually takes up a good amount of power. I can't really see because I got my... Oh god! That scared the crap out of me. Yeah. Dude, I'm like all powerful. Look at that. I don't know how much power this is taking up. I can't really tell. Because like I said, I got my FPS covering that up. I hear a zombie. Where is he at? I think he was above up here or somewhere. Come here, zombie. Oh, that was a creeper. Oh, here he is. So hopefully a unhurt zombie. Ready? Oh, that is a one-shot kill regardless. That railgun, I amped it up all the way up to the max. Railgun is basically a one-shot kill, probably regardless. You have nothing on me, creeper. Nor you, zombie. Look at that. You can snipe people with this thing. This is epic. Oh, man. There's a couple other things that we'll go over as far as modular power suits, probably next episode. And I'll try to get that taken care of next episode. But there's a couple new things that have been added into it. And that's it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think about the whole maybe a side Tekkit series where we make a windmill factory. If you guys are still around and haven't answered that already, maybe you guys can leave me a little feedback in the comment section below. If you guys have any tips, tricks, or ideas on how to maybe do something a little bit more efficiently or effectively, let me know. And that's about it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next episode. Until then, goodbye.